Well, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I haven't put a video out in a couple of days because I've just been so incredibly busy. But I do like to tell you how I've been feeling. I have made poor choices the last 2 days. I have been so busy that I haven't eaten until dinner time. And then on top of that, I've done a lot, shopping and cleaning house and stuff like that. And both of the last 2 days, by evening time, I've just been totally, wiped, I guess is a good word for it. So that was my own fault. I could have chosen to eat something at lunchtime, or I could have chosen to do a little less, but I didn't make the right choice either time. So I am going to say that I'm still very happy I made it through the days. I was just pretty wiped out. Today I will be eating at lunchtime though, because my husband and I are making lunch for 4 out of my 5 kids and their spouses because tomorrow's my birthday, so we're doing a birthday lunch. But we have a very interesting family as far as diets go. We have 2 that are vegetarian. We have my husband and myself that are carb restricted, so basically we eat meat. And then we have 2 that just eat normal food, and we have 1 that is gluten intolerant. So making a meal for that group of people is always very interesting. So we have an interesting menu. My husband is making his famous pot roast. He makes the most amazing pot roast. Maybe one of these days I'll film him doing that for you because it is absolutely fabulous. Of course, that's going to have 0 grams of carbs. We are also making a ham, but that's more just because I have the gluten intolerant one really loves ham, and I had a ham, so it'll make good leftovers. And then we're making a cheese pizza, believe it or not, for the vegetarians, and baked potatoes. Everybody can eat those except for my husband and myself. And is that all? I guess that's everything, except I'm also going to make some low-carb coleslaw, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. And I'll probably make a salad. So let me show you how I'm going to make the low-carb coleslaw. So I am making an extremely small batch of coleslaw, so I have to cut the recipe down for my batch. So I'm going to use about 1/8 of a cup of mayonnaise. This is a 1/4 cup measure. About 1/8 of a cup of mayonnaise. And a tablespoon of vinegar. Recipe calls for apple cider vinegar, I think. I don't have that. This is just plain white vinegar, and it'll do the same thing. Salt and pepper. And probably about 1/2 a teaspoon of, I use Splenda. I know lots of people have different, what am I trying to say, favorite sweeteners. I'll be honest, I use Splenda because that's what they have at Costco or Sam's, and that's where I do most of my shopping. Then, like I said, it's a small batch. I have 1/4 of a head of cabbage left, so I'm going to chop that up. Try not to cut off my fingers because these are Cutco knives. If you've never used a Cutco knife, they are sharp. And I'm gonna cut that piece out. I don't like the way it looks. And I know lots of people shred their cabbage, but I just didn't want to go to the bother. It doesn't really matter what shape the cabbage is in. Also, I don't add any carrots or onions or anything. It's basically cabbage. But that's preference. That's how I like it. And that's about chopped enough. Dropped a little on the floor, but my dog will get that. He's always very helpful about things like that. And stir it up. And there you have it. That is my version of low-carb coleslaw. And I also thought I wanted to show you a picture of the table. It's all set ready for dinner. I got a new rug a couple of days ago, and because of the new rug, I felt like I had to have a new tablecloth and new dishes, so kind of all came together. But anyway, I think it's really pretty, and I'm excited to serve my family. Here's my family eating dinner, and I'm going to go through who's who. Those two over there, that's my son and his wife, Matthew and Michelle. They're the vegetarians. That one right there, that's my daughter. That's Heather. We love her. She eats anything. Those two over there, that's my other son and his wife, Ross and Jamie. Ross is the problem child. He can't eat gluten. Jamie's another one we love because she's a I'll eat anything kind of person. And there's no one sitting down here, but that's Jim and me. We only eat meat and a few other vegetables, except to make it worse, Jim won't eat any vegetables. So that's my special menu family that I love very much. Well, that was absolutely one of the best days ever. I love having my kids over. They don't live that far away. My daughter lives right next door, but the two boys, they both live within 30 minutes of here. So we see each other fairly often. But you know how it is. Everybody gets busy. So it's wonderful to get together. And to me, that's like the very best birthday present that you can have, is to be with your family. And I feel so lucky to be able to do that. So we had a wonderful time. I was very easy to stay within my carb count. I had some roast beef and some ham and a little bit of a low-carb coleslaw and some salad. So it was absolutely perfect, and I wasn't tempted to eat anything else. I had asked everybody to make sure not to bring me birthday cakes or cupcakes or anything like that, because that would have been a little hard for me to turn down, I think. I don't know, maybe not. But anyway, so it was a very pleasant meal and a very pleasant company, and now I'm ending my day in one of my favorite things to do, with both my puppies sleeping in my lap. And it's just been a great, excuse me, I had to hiccup. It's just been a great day, and I guess I'll talk to you next. Oh, by the way, today's day 20, so tomorrow it's a weigh-in day. So we'll see how the week is going. Anyway, we'll talk to you down the road. I got the hiccups.